Solving magic wasn't the thing. Writing the article wasn't the thing. Creating the classes that I teach magic wasn't the thing. Even going viral wasn't the thing, though. Honestly, I gotta admit that came pretty close. Years ago, I saw a medium and she asked me, "Do you want to be famous?" I said, "No." And then fast forward some years later, I was giving a talk, and the man in the front row said, "I see you on the TED stage." And honestly, I tried it. I did. I tried it once and it didn't work. So I let it go. But something about those words, they never left me. They stayed with me forever. I I don't desire fame. I desire impact. I desire sovereignty. I desire truth that reverberates beyond lifetimes. So I'm standing here now, not because I want to be seen, but because magic wanted to be named. What I'm here to tell you today is that magic isn't a metaphor, it's a mechanism. It has laws, and we've been really living by these laws all along. The problem, as I saw it, and as many of you maybe have felt, is this. I believe it's something you can't see, something that lives in the whispers of the ancestors, in dreams, in the stillness after a prayer, in the stories passed down many times, so much so that it shapes our bones. I believe in magic, but not as fantasy, as inheritance, as technology, as truth that simply never asks for white coats or lab lights to prove itself. But I also believe in data. I believe in logic and in measurable change, in the numbers that verify, replicate, and repeat. I believe in the physical world and all of the brilliant minds who spent centuries trying to name it. And for so long, I've lived split. One part of me in the realm of spirit, where I could speak to trees and recall spells with no source but memory. And the other part of me in a realm of science, where everything must be verified, justified, and stripped of mystery. The problem is, these two worlds, they haven't spoken to each other in a very long time. And that silence has cost us entire systems of healing. It's cost us connection. It's cost us inheritance, self trust. It's why so many of us feel like we're always just half awake, living in a world that only honors half of who we are. And I want us to remember again, because I am those two worlds. And this work, this model, this moment, this is my quest for a reunion. So, how do you bring two worlds, the unseen and the provable, back into conversation? You give them a shared language. You name the mechanism behind what was once called miracles. The formula that I use is M equals I times A times E times R times T. Magic equals intention times attention times energy times ritual times time. Intention is the will, the desire, the choice to shift reality. Attention is the focus, the place you point your will like a lens. Energy is the emotion and somatic charge behind it, your breath, your heartbeat, your frequency. Ritual is the container, the repeated symbolic act that gives shape to the shift. And time is the amplifier, not just duration, but rhythm, timing, alignment with something greater. And when all five of these, when intention is clear, when attention is focused, when energy is coherent, when ritual is encoded, and time is ripe, change doesn't just happen, change obeys you. I've seen it. I've seen it heal people. I've seen spaces shift. I've measured change in heart rate and heat signatures and emotional release and coherence patterns. They all follow the same model. This isn't metaphor. This is mechanics. This is what happens when you speak the original language of reality with rhythm and reason and reverence. Truth is, modern science already uses magic. It just doesn't name it that way. When a therapist asks you to repeat an affirmation every morning with focus and with feeling, that's a ritual. When we meditate with breath and mantra to align the nervous system, that's symbolic pattern entrainment. When we track heart rate variability or measure intention induced changes and outcomes, we're measuring energetic causality. The difference is science strips away the story. It takes which was once sacred and removes it. It sanitizes the symbols and repackages it as innovation. It removes the sacred. It ritualizes the wisdom of our people and it rebrands it as technique. But but the story is the structure. The symbol is the code, and magic, when properly understood, is not superstition. It's encoded in technology and transformation. So what if we stopped pretending magic was a poetic metaphor for hope? What if we taught it as a law? What if we let Black or indigenous or ancestral systems be recognized as scientific blueprints of a pre-rational past? What if what if the next evolution of science is remembering technologies that it tried to forget? I'm not here to convince you that magic is real. I'm here to tell you you already use it. Every time you whisper a prayer that you weren't sure would work, every time you light a candle and place it beside a photo, every time you told yourself a new story and then became it, that was a spell. That was magic equaling intention times attention times energy times a ritual times time, whether you called it that or not. You've always known how to do this. Your body remembers, your lineage remembers, your life quietly and rebelliously knows this stuff. What I'm offering you is not theory, it's a framework, it's a naming, a bridge, a way back to your own authority, a language to speak what you already live. Because here's the truth, you don't need permission to shape reality. You need a system that remembers how. I once thought I needed to choose between the language of spirit and the language of science. But honestly, I don't believe in separation anymore. I believe in reunion. I believe in convergence. I believe in the possibility of becoming whole again. I believe that magic is not a violation of law, it's the untranslated poetry of it. And I believe that if your science can't handle magic, then your science is incomplete. Magic never needed to be proven, only remembered. And that is what I came here to do.